Ray Hunter, and it is Friday early morning. It's Friday, October 5th, and it's about 3:35 in the morning. And you guys know I have insomnia. I'm up all freaking night long. It's a party up in here. No, I was watching videos and I came across George the Witch. Let me tell you, my beautiful brother, let me tell you. Let me show y'all his channel, guys. So this way, in case you don't know what I'm talking about, this is George the Witch. You guys go find his channel. Maybe, you know, this was, you were talking about how you were so nervous about putting up a video. Oh my gosh, you are so funny. You are so funny. I enjoyed every minute of your tag video. And so I thought about making a response to like a lot of the questions that you were answering, because I can totally relate to a lot of the answers that you gave. So I'm like, let me just do a video. Let me just do a video and respond to the questions myself and answer what I thought about his answers. Reply to what I thought about his answers. You know what I mean. Anyway, yes, my beautiful brother, let me tell you, you were the very end where you are dancing with your mummies. Boy, that was so funny. I had to play that like 3 times. That was so funny. So yes, I look forward to many more of your videos, and I'm sitting here like watching your videos, and I know that you and I, oh, my hair is tickling me. I know that you and I are friends on Facebook, and we kind of talk back and forth through Facebook, but I'm sitting here thinking, why don't I know you better? Why don't I know you better, George? Like, why don't I know you better? You should be, you know, right there, because your personality is so fun. There are certain, you know, when I first came across you, I think it was through, maybe it was YouTube, and then you found me on Facebook. Anyway, however it was, there was an instant connection there with you. I'm not really sure exactly what it was, and I get like that with certain people that I come across. It's just an instant, like, you know, and I felt that with you, and you know, I've always just saw this beautiful spirit in you, so anyway, I'm just thinking, why don't I know you better? Like, why are you not in my close circle? So yes, I really enjoyed your tag. So it really made my night, or made my morning, you know, because it's early in the morning. All right, and actually, because I was trying to figure out, well, what am I going to do for my tag for today? Because today I have, being Friday morning, I have a lot of running around I have to do. I got a lot of errands to go do, and bills to pay, and things to do. And you would think that my ass would be asleep, but I just can't fall asleep. Anyway, so I was like, when am I going to do this video? What am I going to do the video? I mean, I have several ideas, but anyway, so I'm so glad. All right, so let me go ahead and start answering these questions and reply to yours. All right. First question, and let me see. The first question, and this is to the 30-day challenge. I mean, the 30-day, I'm thinking of a water challenge I was doing with some of my coven sisters. They're like, we're not going to do it with you because you drink over 2 gallons a day. Yeah, you're going to lose. I just wanted to see if y'all could do it. But no, sorry, getting off the topic. This is the 30-day, here we go again. The 30 questions Samhain / Halloween tag. Sorry, guys. I'm a little more goofier, you know, the earlier the morning, I guess. Number 1, favorite Samhain song. Now, you know when you played that song, Monster Mash, oh my God, I started laughing because that is my ringtone for October. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I changed my phone cases according to, like, you know, whatever month it is. And I've been sporting a black one with flowers that says vegan on it, right? Go vegan. But for October 1st, I put on my Ouija board case, and it looks like this banner here. You know, whoopsie. It looks like this banner here. You know, that color. And it's a Ouija board. But my ringtones, I changed them also. Like, everybody has their own particular ringtone. But for my just regular people that I don't have anything specifically picked out for, it's Monster Mash. So I'm like, oh yeah, boy, I totally feel that. Totally feel it. I love that song. I really love how you're doing the dance. The Monster Mash, yeah, so great. All right, number 2. Favorite find from an abandoned building that you used in your practice. I am not one to collect abandoned shit from places. Now, I have collected some burnt wood from this big park that burned here in my area. You know, anyway, and I collected some of that wood, but that's like because of destruction. So I would, if I want to use it for a destruction spell, I would totally use that wood. But as far as taking anything from an abandoned building, no, I do not take anything from an abandoned building or a haunted building or anything spooky can come home my ass, because I'm like, I don't need any visitors, okay? I'm fine. I'm good. Oh, that was thirsty. Okay. Number 3. Do you use, why can't I speak? Do you use a spirit board? Yes, I love using my Ouija board. I collect Ouija board stuff. I have my planchet tattoo. I like when people look at my tattoo and they're looking at this and they're going, and they're looking at the word spelled here. I can't turn my arm that way, but it says Ouija. And they start looking at it and they realize that it says that, and they just kind of like back away. I'm like, it's not going to do anything. It's just a tattoo. But yes, I collect Ouija boards, and I would love to say that I have multiple Ouija boards, but I do not. I do want to start collecting them. I just haven't. But I do collect a lot of things with the Ouija board. You know, design. Okay. So, but yes, I have used the board. Now, I will tell you, when I do use the board, I always go outside and use it. I never use it inside the house. Although, if you, whether you use it inside or out, if you call something, it's going to just, okay, let's go on inside together. It really isn't going to make a difference. But I normally use it outside, and I do my protection circle. I use it very, very, you know, carefully. I do use a lot of caution when using my Ouija board, because it is not a toy. It is definitely a divination tool. I give it much respect, and I give it the respect that it requires. Otherwise, that will come back and bite me in the ass. And so I make sure that it's just like playing with fire. If you're not careful, you're going to get burned. And so I definitely take precautions. Number 4, favorite Samhain dish food. I don't have one. Oh, sorry, I was reading a text message. It's from it's from daughter number 3, Jazz. She has insomnia like I do, so we're the ones who always talk throughout the night. Favorite Samhain dish. I don't have one in particular that I like. I do make a witch's brew drink. And I make it like in my crock pot. And I think I did a video once when I made it. If not, I'm going to make a video showing how I make it, in case any of you guys are interested. That's my favorite drink. But as far as food, being a gluten-free vegan, there's not really much that I can be like, that is my favorite food for Samhain. Because when you are not saying that we don't have a large variety of foods that we can have as a vegan, but I'm just saying, when for me being a gluten-free vegan, and I have to say gluten-free because there's a whole little thing behind that, but that's going to be for a whole nother video. But I am gluten-free vegan. And as a vegan, and especially gluten-free, there's just certain things that I cannot have anymore and certain things that I can. So I just don't have anything special, like, you know, Georgia was saying, like pumpkin pie when you get the urge. Well, I don't like pumpkin. I don't like the real taste of pumpkin. I am a fan of the poison artificial flavor pumpkin. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really have a dish. For Samhain, I always make like roasted vegetables, but that's nothing new. Like, I don't add anything different. Like, I don't say, oh, let's put some pumpkin spice on it. No, it's just, so I guess no. You're like, spit it out, Murphy. Which is it? Number 5, most magical Samhain memory. I love the memories you gave of all of your, different things that you designed. My most magical, but you were talking about with your coven, that you did a ritual with your coven for your Samhain memory. My memory is kind of similar to that. I also, you know, most of y'all are on my Brujas page. I have a Facebook page, and it's called a witchy page called Brujas, and it is a private page. And I have, of course, and I have my coven page. But on the Brujas, I have many different witches on there from all different magical paths on all different levels. Anyway, any of the local witches that are here in my area during Samhain, I like to have a little get-together, a little bonfire in the back, some food, we do a little ritual. Well, I haven't had that in a while, but we did one year. And that was my favorite, where I had a lot of my good witchy friends come over. We had lots of witchy foods, and you know, like everything was witchy, like Halloween theme, right? We all dressed up and we mingled and we talked, and everything was just very witchy, and we had the bonfire in the back on the property, and we did our ritual out there, and that was a lot of fun. That was actually one of my most favorite so far. Number 6, first haunted house you spent time in. I have been in many haunted houses, and I believe it was Julie B on my, I did a video earlier today on, or yesterday being Thursday, on a haunted house story that I told, and I think she said something in regards to, you know, a lot of us witches, spiritual people, we always tend to live in haunted houses, and she says maybe it's just that we attract them, and I do think that there is a lot of truth in that we do attract them. I think we are just more in tune than the muggles, you know what I mean? I'm not taking anything back from the muggles, but what I'm saying is I feel like we may attract them, you know. And so for me, we have always lived in haunted houses. Now, I do see spirits. So, you know, there are so many spirits. Like you guys would like, have you ever watched a movie, X-Men? I know there's like a billion X-Men, but I think in the first part where, what is his name? Professor X, is that his name? Yeah, Xavier. He is, because I'm thinking of the comic book. I'm a huge comic book fan. Professor X is telling Wolverine, explaining to him how he uses, you know, what he's trying to do with his school is trying to, you know, for like-minded, you know, mutants with all powers and blah, blah, blah. Well, he takes him into that room. I forgot what he calls that big thing. Anyway, and he shows a big screen, and all the little red dots show where all of the mutants are. And it's like the whole world is covered in red dots, and all the red dots represent mutants. Well, imagine that being, all those red dots being spirits. There are so many spirits everywhere. So a lot of us, a lot of non-magical spiritual muggles who don't know about cleansing their house, protecting the house from spirits, and, you know, energies like that, probably have many spirits just floating around in their house and don't even know it. But the very first one I spent time in that I can remember is my grandmother's house. My grandmother's house is haunted with many things in there. And that I can remember living in haunted houses. I have lived in at least about 5 or 6 different haunted houses in my life. I'm probably more, but that I could just think offhand. But the first one I spent time in was my grandmother's house. And it's still haunted, but with even more little oogie boogies. Number 7, favorite Samhain superstition. Here, George, I was laughing at you with the black cat. I love black kitties. I don't have any superstitions at all. My husband is like that. He's really superstitious. He was out there cleaning the, sorry, my face is, my face hurts because of allergies. He was out there cleaning the window in the front door, and he had the ladder, and I was coming out because I was going to go do something. He's like, whoa, don't walk under the ladder. I was like, here I am thinking you are worried about my safety, and you were worried about my luck. He's like, it's bad luck. I'm like, boy, I don't have any superstitions like that. No superstitions. Number 8, do you see spirits? Yes, I see spirits, feel them, smell them. The ones that you know, will throw a scent your way. I see spirits like the way people see each other. It is something that I've always, I've been like this since I've been a child. I didn't know that nobody else could do it. Like when you're a kid, you don't know any different, right? I used to actually play with one in particular in one house that we lived in. He and I used to play. He used to be in my room all the time, and we always played. And it's just until this past year, my sister, my older sister, my sister is the oldest, and I'm the second to the youngest, and there's 8 of us. And my sister said, do you remember when you were little and you used to talk to your little friend all the time? And I had forgotten. And I'm like, she goes, yeah, you were always in there playing with him, and nobody can see him but you. And she goes, you remember when he locked you in the refrigerator? And I'm like, oh yeah, that little shit sure did. We used to play hide and go seek. No shit, guys. I mean, I know there's several times where y'all think I need to be strapped in a jacket, but no shit. We used to play hide and go seek. And we had there was an old refrigerator in the back of our property. It wasn't our property, but it was like in the back where we used to live, towards the railroad tracks. And we were playing outside, and I went and I got in that refrigerator, and he closed the door. And it was one of those old ones where you close it and it just locks. Well, I couldn't get out, and I was trapped in there for a long time. And my sister said that they couldn't find me for hours, and they were looking and looking, and she said, something just told me to go look in the back of the property by the railroad tracks in the refrigerator, and there you were. And I'm like, yeah, I have forgotten about that. I was like so traumatized. That is why I'm so claustrophobic. Yeah, who knows? But anyway, yeah, I have, if you guys want me to make a video in more detail about my experience, I will. But yes, I do see spirits, see them, hear them, feel them, smell them. It is a blessing and a curse all at the same time. It really is. I know it sounds cliche. There are a lot of people who say that, but we say that for a reason. Where are we at? I'm like, George, what number am I on? Number 9. Have you found any urban legends to be true? Now, you talked about the Lechuza. I like how you said, like, the Llorona. I'm just like, what is a Llorona? Isn't she like a crybaby or something? I will have to look that up. But the Lechuza, yes, that one I have heard many, many stories. My aunt has told me some stories. My aunt that has passed away, that had my grandmother's book. She probably got buried with it or something. But that aunt who took my grandma's book and wouldn't give it to me. Anyway, she was telling me about how, do I know how to get rid of the lechuza because it keeps coming after her. And she says, this lechuza has been here. It used to come after mother, talking about my grandma, right? And she goes, it was here, coming after mother. And she goes, and when mother died, she goes, I was its next target. And so she would tell me how it would come out and it would screech all night and things like that, right? And so she showed me the tree. She goes, do you see that tree right there? And I was like, oh yeah. She goes, right there is where it holds on to, like, it was like a branch, and it holds on to the branch. And there were like huge claw marks. Now this branch is not one that, you could climb up there and do it yourself. It was really high, and you definitely could see. Anyway, she told me a bunch of stories. She told me about a story about how the lechuza was after her one night, and how this bright light came, and it was her mother with grandma, and scared the lechuza away. And then she told me how my grandma saw the lechuza come down and come out of the formation of the bird into the witch across the street, because my grandmother lived right across the street from a church. It's a bunch of stories. I never saw one, but I do know of the legend very well. And I've known a few other people who have talked about the lechuza being real. So I think that would be the only urban legend that I know of to be true. Okay, let me see. God, I'm just like you. Like, I don't know what number I'm on. Okay, 10. I'm going to say, y'all remember 10, like y'all going to talk through the phone, right? Number 10, favorite Samhain activities with friends. Basically the same thing. No. It died. Oh, why? Okay, well, while that's charging, let me go ahead and answer. It's going to turn right back on. For me, it would be the same thing, having my friends over, my witchy friends coming over to doing the Samhain ritual with me. Eventually, maybe this year or next year will be Jade's last year trick-or-treating, so where I really can spend the whole day trying to do something. Right now, I have to, I have to come home and do it after I've taken her trick-or-treating. But I still do my own little ritual. But I would love to do a ritual like we did before, where it was a bunch of us doing it. That was a lot of fun. And, just having, we had the bonfire, we had some drummers out here. I have some friends who do tribal drumming. And I also have friends that do the fire things, although I didn't want that because of my 54 trees. I'm like, oh gosh, we cannot have a fire. My neighbors will not be happy with me. Come on, turn. It came back to life. Okay, here we go. Let me get back on. It's 1%. Okay. Where is that? Here we go. All right. We're on number 11. Do you believe in different dimensions and worlds? Yes, I do. I would love to hear more about how you think about that, how you feel about that, George. Your beliefs and what you think about that. That would be amazing to hear. I do believe there are other dimensions and worlds. I know some of my friends make fun. They say dimensions. I would say dimensions. There are a few. I want to do one of those tags where one person says, you take one word and one person says it one way, one says it the other. I want to do that with my husband. My husband has an Alabama accent, and mine is just, I don't know. And so I would like to do that with him. But yes, I do feel that there are different dimensions and different worlds. I sit outside on my back deck and I just look, and I always feel like I can walk through one of my big oak trees. I always feel like you know that thing in Harry Potter where he just takes his little cart and like, well, here we go. And he runs and goes through. Man, I probably like knock the hell out of myself. Wake up like, you know, a week later. Where am I? Who am I? Yeah, because I hit the tree. But yeah, I always feel like I bet you there's another world through there. I know there has to be more than what there is here. I know there has to be, and I want there to be more than what we think is there. Like, I know everybody thinks once you die you go to heaven or you go to this higher place or whatever it is. That's beautiful, all beautiful and dandy. But I know that there has to be a lot more. Think about it. Look at our universe. Look how beautiful and how amazing it is. Like, we're going to have to go a whole nother video with this, George, because there's so much to say. But yes, I do believe in it. Number 12. Favorite potion you have made. For Samhain, I have not. I have not made a potion. The only thing I've made is witch's brew, which I drank. But as far as a potion, no. None for Samhain. Oh, okay, number 13. Favorite symbol for death. That would have to be my goddess, which is La Santísima Muerte. For me, it means something completely different for everyone. You guys know she is a holy death. She does represent death. Just like Jesus represents the resurrection and a lot more. But the holy death, La Santísima Muerte, she represents death. And to me, she is my beautiful symbol of death. And I just love her. Okay. Next one is number 14. Do you believe the dead walk the earth on Samhain? Yes, and they walk it every other day. Like, they don't just need to wait for Samhain. Anybody that feels that the dead only walks on Samhain, no. Let me just give you a little inside scoop. They are here all the time. Now, if you feel that certain ones, maybe the ones that are earthbound are here all the time, and maybe there's only certain ones that come on a particular night. So in that case, because I don't want to disrespect anyone's beliefs on that, but yes, they're here all the time, but maybe just certain ones come and, you know, on certain nights. So, and the other ones are just stuck. All right. Do you believe in demons or the devil? Yes and yes. I believe in demons and I believe in the devil. I love the whole story of how Lucifer, you know, was this beautiful angel and how he was thrown and, you know, transformed into the beast. I think the story is beautiful. I think the story is very sad. I think the story is filled with a lot of pain, you know, and the whole purpose behind him doing everything that he did. You know, everybody feels differently about it. You know, whether the stories of the Bible are true or not. Jesus Christ, here we are, cheese and crackers. It died again. It's okay. It'll come on, and then I'll try to memorize at least 2 questions at a time. Okay, it's coming back on. Anyway, but yeah, you know, regardless, I do believe in demons and the devil. Why not? They're all angels. They're all fallen angels. If you believe in, like, some religious people will say, oh, I don't believe in the devil, but you believe in angels. Yeah, but I don't believe in the devil or demons. But they were angels. I said, do you believe in Lucifer? Well, like, of course, he was the angel, you know, of dawn. You know, he ruled dawn. He was one of God's most beautiful angels, blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, why don't you believe in what he was transformed into? But a lot of people don't. And it's okay, because you don't have to believe in any higher power or in any demon or devil, because if they exist, they definitely believe in you as a human. So, you know, it is what it is, as much as I hate that saying. But yes, I do believe in demons and the devil. I have read many stories on Lucifer. Like I said, I find it come on now. Sorry. I find it a fascinating and beautiful story of Lucifer, and very sad of everything that happened. Okay, wait. I lost the tag again. Okay, here it is. Okay. Next question. Sorry, guys. I am so unprepared. The next question is number 16. You think your house is haunted? What do you do? Pack up my shit and you can have the house. I am leaving. No. If I thought my house was haunted, the first thing I would do would be open up all my windows and cleanse my house. Get all of my stuff that I need, all my supplies and tools and everything I need. Put on my Ghostbusters jacket and let's get to it. Literally start from the back of your house and cleanse your house from the back to the front. Then after you do that, you want to make sure you cleanse your property. Then once that is done, then you're going to go in and you're going to protect your house. A lot of people feel, oh, you just burn sage. Well, burning sage is great, but you got to cleanse your house first. You got to clean it all out and then, boom, protect it. So that way nothing else can come back in it. There are so many methods of cleansing and protecting your home. But you cannot protect your home if you have not done a cleansing, because you're just going to trap it in. So you got to get it out first. But yeah, sage is great. There's so many different types of floor washes. There's so many types of incense blends and, sweetgrass, frankincense, and myrrh, different types of sage. If you cannot, if you're allergic to the smell of sage or you can't burn something wherever you're at, you can create sprays. There are so many things you can do with holy water, Florida water. It is an endless amount of methods. So yeah, it's like, look, if you ain't paying a light bill, if you ain't putting groceries or cleaning the house, you got to go. So that's what I say. Next question. Number 17, do you set up an ancestral altar and is it permanent? No. Well, yes and no. In my witchy room, I do have a shelf where I have all of my ancestors' things. I have some of my witchy grandmother's books, some of her witchy books. And I have some dirt from both Seth, my maternal and paternal grandparents' grave sites. I also have my maternal grandfather's baby egg. When he was a baby, they gave him a little ceramic egg, and it says like baby's first egg, and that was his when he was a newborn. I have that, and I have my maternal grandmother's handkerchief that still smells like her perfume. And then, of course, like I said, I have graveyard dirt from both sets. And that stays on there permanently. But when it is time to honor my ancestors, I'll just kind of do like what George says. You just kind of pull them out, set it all up, and then do that. I don't do an altar like all the time. But those things are sitting out there all the time for me to see. But God dang it! It died again. And I don't know what the next question is. Okay, it's back on. I'm sorry, guys. But, watching George's video, I just got so excited. And I'm so awake. And so I'm like, let's just do this. Okay. It's coming on. I think this year I'm going to set something up. I've never set anything up. George, how you were talking about setting up stuff for the children, like toys and chocolates and stuff. I've never done anything like that. I've never sat out anything outside for the spirits. I think that's a very beautiful tradition to do. I think I might do that, but I have critters out here, like coyotes and all kinds of stuff out here. And they'll be like, ooh, thanks for the chocolate. But I think I might do something like that this year. I'm not into the oh, my face is so itchy. I am not into the sugar skulls. I see them, like, we have so many things that they sell, but I'm not into it. I think Dia de los Muertos is a beautiful tradition. And the movie, oh, my nose is so itchy. My face. Oh. Mind over matter, mind over matter. It doesn't itch, it doesn't itch, it doesn't itch. It itches. Okay, next question. Guys, I swear. Winter is coming. Let's hope my allergies get better. Okay. Let's go next question. Quick, 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 where it dies. Okay. Number 18. Do you practice dumb supper? No, I do not. I cannot sit at the dinner table and say absolutely nothing. That is why, one of the reasons why I can't go to the Middle East with my husband, because in some of those little towns, the way they do their women, that you cannot speak unless your husband gives you permission. I would be stoned because I don't know how to shut up. And for a dumb supper, you know, you do I believe it is honoring your ancestors at the dinner table and eating like a lot of different foods and not saying a word. I don't think I would do well, but I don't participate in that. Number 19, do you dress up for Samhain? Well, I take my daughter trick-or-treating. I'm like George, I wear all black or maybe like a cool Halloween shirt and my witch's hat or my Dia de los Muertos hat. I dressed up for the Day of the Dead one Halloween. I have a little top hat, but there is a top hat at Spirit and it has like the little bones on it, like the little voodoo hat. I think I want that one. I think it's Papa Legba's hat. I do like that one. So we will see. But again, you know, I'm really careful about that kind of stuff because I don't want to offend anyone because it is a beautiful religion and I'm not making mockery of it, but I do love the hat. Number 20. What do you think of the Hollywood witch on Halloween? I think it's great. No matter how they showcase the witches, whether it is you know, Green Face or Glinda the Good Witch or the Wicked Witch of the East, you know, or you know, you're talking about the Bell Book and Candle. I've seen part of it, but not the whole complete movie. I do watch The Good Witch, and you're right, she's so positive. But sometimes what irritates me about her is that she speaks in bumper stickers, and I'm just like, just say it. It's like, just say what you gotta say, girl. She always like lets them try to figure it out, like, yeah, maybe it will. Maybe you'll learn a lesson. Like, girl, just tell them. Just tell them. But yeah. But I do, I like, as long as anyone is speaking witch and showing anything witchy, I'm all for it. Because think about it. Look how we are all completely unique as witches. Look how different we all are. And so none of us look the same, act the same, or practice the same. So it's kind of the same thing. It's just kind of really like reality, you know? Wouldn't it be great to have a reality show of all kind of witches from different practices? We all kill each other. Okay. The next one. Favorite Samhain incense. There are so many different ones, but I'm kind of like George. I do like the ones that smell kind of spicy, like cinnamon spice in it. There is one called Witch's Brew. I think it's by Ganesh. It's Witch's Brew. And then I do like, Ganesh also has one called Pumpkin Spice. That's a nice one. If you go to Ganesh, their website, Ganesh.com, and go under like Halloween or whatever they have, holiday or whatever, there are so many Halloween themed incense, and you know, and they're great. But I like all of the fall ones. Number 22. Favorite outfit for Samhain from the past, which was the Day of the Dead. If this doesn't die, I will show you at the very end. because I'm afraid to like start looking and then it'll like, you know, die again. 24. Oh, I'm sorry. 23. Favorite tool for Samhain. I don't have a favorite tool for Samhain. I do not, I don't really do anything on Samhain as far as, you know, like witchcraft wise. That's like doing spells or anything. But I guess if I had to use a tool, it would be my fireplace, because I do make a fire so I can do my ritual. So maybe my fireplace. I do have some cauldrons too, George. I just think it's so cute how you love cauldrons. I have a couple of cast iron ones, not any big ones, but you know, that are cast iron. I have big plastic ones, but not cast iron. I have like 2 small ones. 24. Do you call it Samhain or Halloween? Both, depending on who I'm talking to. If it's for my child, it is Halloween. If it is for muggles, it is Halloween. If it is for my witchy family, it is Samhain. Favorite Samhain color? Black, like my little heart. I love black. Black and red are my favorite colors. And Halloween/Samhain is the only time that I like the color orange. You know, like, because I love pumpkins and I love orange pumpkins and all that, but the color, like, let me go get this shirt. No pumpkin, no orange for me. All right, 20, did I say that? Yeah, 26. Favorite Samhain or Halloween movie? Halloween theme, Samhain theme will be, like George said, it will be Hocus Pocus and Halloween Town, anything that is Halloween theme. So of course I love I'm about to say Pirates of the Caribbean. Never even seen Pirates of the Caribbean. Practical Magic is my absolute favorite, but it's not Halloween themed, so it'll be Hocus Pocus. 27. Have you picked out your outfit yet? No. Oh gosh, my face. 28. What will you be doing when it hits 3 a.m.? The witching hour on November 1st. Well, 3 a.m. is considered the witching hour. Oh, sorry. My face is so itchy. Right in here. I have horrible... like, I just want to, like, reach in and... So when I rub my nose, it gives my whole face a sensation that I'm scratching it. I don't want to scratch here because I remember I told you I had a mosquito bite right here, and right here, and I scratched them and I made them bleed. I don't like cuts on my face and stuff like that, so I just rub. So it makes me have the sensation that I'm scratching my face. 3 a.m. is the witching hour. The bewitching hour, and usually they say anything bad's going to happen, it's going to happen right at 3 o'clock. And when I worked in labor and delivery, sure enough, 3 o'clock in the morning came. Here came all them pregnant women. It's time. It is time. I'm like, it is not time. But yeah, 3 a.m. What would I be doing? Not a clue. 29. Favorite Samhain spell work. Again, just the ritual that I do. 30, finally, woohoo! Do you practice divination on Samhain? I do not. Again, spirits are out all the time, but I think it is just a little more, I think you have to be a little more cautious on at certain times and certain days. That's just in my opinion. I really don't want to put myself out there and attract more than what I already do. And so I do not practice divination or any spell work on Halloween. That's just no. Okay, so since it didn't die, let me show y'all my Halloween, my costume. But you're only going to see my face because I don't have a body one. But it was when I dressed up as the Day of the Dead. And let me show y'all. Just hold on. Hold on, iPad. Just long enough for me to show this. Come on. Come on. It's going. Dun, 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 dun. Come on. Okay, here we go. Then I'm going to edit this, and then I'm going to post it, and then I have my thing for today, which I am so happy. All right. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Wow. Did y'all see that? That was me for, I had my little top hat and I had my Day of the Dead earrings and it was a Day of the Dead hat. And then I did my makeup. Let me fix it. There we go. I did my makeup and I wore all black. And I had 2 ponytails. I did 2 little pigtails and put the hat on. That was my favorite costume and it was so super easy. Alright guys, thank y'all for being with me all this time. I truly appreciate you guys so much, and make sure you hit the like. I keep forgetting to say that to you guys. Please hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed. If you like this video, please hit the like and hit the little bell if you want to be notified every time I post a video. I had to figure out a way how to say all that in one cool little way. But you know, thumbs up, hit the bell, and subscribe. Alright guys, as always, love y'all and blessed be. Bye.